Good morning, mon petit, and welcome back to my channel. I am currently just having my morning cup of coffee. I'm getting myself ready for the day, and I actually used a new product this morning that I have to say I'm really excited about. Did I just put it back in the box so I can show you? Yes, I did. This is like peak YouTuber life. I feel like no one else would understand this. The amount of times that like I get sent something or like I buy something and I'll tell someone about it. They're like, oh my god, if you open it, like, have you seen what it looks like? I'm like, no, because I've not unboxed it yet. I'm like, sorry. I'm like, but I want to unbox it for the channel and I want to make sure that I'm like looking pretty and like actually vlogging that day, and I'm not vlogging today, so I can't unbox it until I'm vlogging, and people just give me the weirdest looks. But anyone that like lives their life online will understand putting something back in a box so that I can show you it in all of its glory, looking beautiful. This is a new product by Sculpted by Amy, and I remember actually talking with the team when I was at the Like to Know It Gala. They had a little stall there and they were chatting about this new product, and I was so excited about it. So I am very excited to have received it as it has launched. This is the Sculpted by Amy Second Skin Foundation, and I used it this morning, and I have to admit, it is a second skin. I feel like that is the perfect name for it. It actually says here that it is medium coverage, and I would say it's not medium. I guess it kind of depends how you apply it. The way that I'm loving applying foundation at the moment, or like tinted moisturizer, or like really lightweight products, it's actually with my fingers. And I never thought I would be that person. I used to hate it when I would watch people online. They would apply their foundation with their fingers. I would always just think like, oh, that's not clean, like you're not getting it like really deep in. And actually I would disagree. I mean, I always wash my hands afterwards. It's very handy now in the new house having my own separate bathroom, which is right next to my dressing room, because I can just pop in and out as I'm like doing my makeup, quickly go and wash my hands, then carry on the rest of it so I don't get like foundation everywhere. But I feel like by doing that, it just really blends everything in seamlessly, and it makes it feel like more of a second skin. It makes it feel like more of a moisturizer rather than feeling like you're putting on foundation and like you're caking your face. And especially as we're going into spring, summer, you want something super lightweight and you want something super like dewy and durable. In fact, actually, let me read you what this says. So it's a dewy finish foundation, medium coverage, broad spectrum, SPF 50. I am in the shade 3.5, which I would say is ever so slightly dark at the moment for me. I did have to like blend it in quite a bit, but especially as we're heading into spring, summer, and I'm using my gradual tanner a little bit more, it's going to match perfectly. So this says second skin dewy finish, dewy and radiant base for normal to dry skin, mineral sun cream, antioxidant, hyaluronic acid, subtle glow, airbrush finish, which literally just sounds like my dream product. You know what I'm like when it comes to hyaluronic acid. Anything with hyaluronic acid in, I'm a sucker for, because I just feel like my skin drinks up hyaluronic acid so well, and I love anything that's got SPF in it. I have been loving throughout like winter my Bobbi Brown Skin Tint Vitamin Enriched SPF 15. Obviously, as we're heading into the kind of like more summery months, there's a lot more sunshine. I mean, here in the UK, debatable, but supposedly, on theory, there's a lot more sunshine about, and you want something that's like a little bit stronger. So if you don't want to use an actual SPF, it's a really great alternative to make sure that you still have that like protection in your foundation. So loving this. I also love the packaging that's just like kind of pale pink, super lightweight, easy to like chuck in your makeup bag, and I can confirm from first trial, obviously we're gonna have to see how it kind of like lasts on my skin and how it looks throughout the day, but first trial, I am in love. And I would say that it's definitely not a medium coverage foundation, but it could be. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's very lightweight, but it's very buildable, which I quite like. So I feel like this is one that I can use for a lot of different occasions. It's like more of an everyday one, but also can be one that can be like built up for more events and things like that. So absolutely in love with that. And it's always really nice just to like use a new product in the morning, try out some new makeup. I feel like it always reminds me of like when I was younger, when I was a teenager, and I used to just sit in my room and like play about with makeup. I always feel like it's so fun trying something new. So I will leave that link down below, because I can confirm on first trial I am in love. As I said, we'll have to see how it lasts, but first impressions, 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness me, oh my goodness me, I could not be happier. Right now, I've just had, oh, am I gonna fit through the door? Literally have to shuffle through. I have just had 2 parcels arrive that I cannot wait to unbox with you. They're really heavy, so I'm gonna have to put them down and let's open these together. By the way, please do excuse my hair today. It is very much a using my glasses as a hair accessory kind of a day. I just want my hair like off of my face today, and I feel like this is a bit of a hack actually, that glasses wearers are actually at an advantage for, because it's not sunny today, so you couldn't really use sunglasses as a hair accessory today because it would just look a bit odd, whereas my glasses, it works. It gets my hair off my face, it's cute, it's comfy, it's casual. I mean, hence the comfy jumper dress we're wearing today. I'm all about the cozy vibes today, so please excuse the hair. But the boxes, I have placed a very exciting and rather large order with Holland Cooper for spring summer. When I tell you, I could have ordered almost triple this. Like, honestly, their new in spring pieces are to die for. I feel like they've really just nailed the brief. Jade Holland Cooper just does so well at thinking of like what everyone wants in their wardrobe, pieces that are gonna last such a long time. And I feel like every single season they nail it. Like, I've got some pieces in there from winter that I absolutely adore, some pieces for like autumn, those more transitional bits, some items that are like for the height of summer, and now for spring. I cannot wait to show you what I have been picking up. So we have quite a few pieces in here, some new in drops that I'm so excited to share. So I'm going to start with an item that I know is just going to fly. I'm really hoping they're still in stock, because every time Jade releases these, they sell out so quickly, and that is her sliders. I feel like she has almost released like the new Hermes sliders. They are so gorgeous. I had the most gorgeous pair of gold sliders last year, which I absolutely adore, and I cannot wait to unbox these with you, because I feel like these are just going to be the perfect, more like everyday pair. Oh my gosh, they always come so beautifully packaged as well. I mean, look at this. I mean, how gorgeous are these? The most beautiful pair of raffia slides for spring summer. I just cannot wait for the weather to warm up now. I'm desperately waiting for warm up weather so that I can actually wear open toe sandals, although I'm very much in need of a pedicure before that actually happens. So I might want to get my ass into gear and go get myself booked in at the salon, because I want to be prepared for the second the weather changes. I feel like we're gonna have a heat wave, like an end of April heat wave. Let's manifest it. These shoes are gonna manifest it, because I cannot wait to wear these. They are just the most beautiful raffia. You know what I'm like in spring summer. I love those more like natural materials, those like rough fabrics. I love raffia. I feel like it's just so like classic in summer, and what I love about these is they are going to go with every single handbag in my collection. I am very much a matchy girly. I love matching my shoes and my handbag. So if I've got a tan pair of shoes on, I will not wear a black handbag. I hate that. So it's quite nice to have a pair of shoes that are going to go with all of my raffia bags, because they obviously don't have any like colouring, they don't have any like leather or anything like that, so they're going to go with every single straw handbag I have in my wardrobe, which you all know is a lot. I literally did a bit of a summer handbag collection unintentionally in my recent video, so I'll leave that linked down below if you want to see all of my summer handbags. But oh my goodness me, these are so beautiful, and as I said, they are flying off the shelves, so make sure to pick them up quickly. They come in so many different variations and so many different colorways. I'm also in love with the kind of like two-tone. There's like a tan and kind of creamy canvas two-tone, gorgeous. They've also got like black, the classic, so I will leave them linked down below. But I feel like these are really filling a gap in my wardrobe. I don't have anything like them, and I cannot wait to get my wear out of these this summer. Despite the fact that it's not actually sunny today, we are preparing for when it is. I picked up a new pair of sunglasses from Holland Cooper, and I have been on the hunt for the perfect pair of sunglasses recently, because I am really struggling with a lot of the sunglasses I have in my collection. I just don't feel like they feel like me anymore. I don't know what it is. I keep putting them on and being like, I'm really unsure. It's just the style. I don't know if they're a bit dated now, a lot of the ones I have in my collection, but oh my word, how stunning is this? It just feels so luxurious. I love the fact that you've got the Holland Cooper logo on the sunglass box. This could literally be used as a clutch bag. Is that just me? Is that weird? But anyway, the most beautiful pair of new in sunglasses. I mean, how beautiful are these? I feel like what I'm really loving with sunglasses is those more minimal pairs that don't like take over your whole face. I like ones that are maybe a little bit more rounded. I think round really suits me as someone that's got quite a round face. Round sunglasses suit me so well. And oh my gosh, despite the fact that I basically have two pairs of glasses on at the moment, I've got my glasses on my forehead and the sunglasses on my face. They are gorgeous. I feel like they are just the perfect like shape, the perfect fit. I also really struggle because I feel like a lot of sunglasses I'm trying on at the moment, they're really thick, they're really heavy. I know we had this conversation in my bag collection video. No, it was my best and worst purchases back in January, and I even said goodbye to a pair of sunglasses that I loved the look of, but they were just so uncomfortable to wear. I literally couldn't keep them on for more than an hour because they gave me a headache, whereas these, despite the fact that they are completely metal, are actually quite lightweight, which I really like, and they don't pinch on my ears. A lot of glasses at the moment are really pinching like here. These feel super comfortable. I also love the design detail. Like, look how gorgeous that is. It's got the little kind of like black detailing there with the Holland Cooper logo, which I always love that Jade does this. I feel like she keeps the logos very minimal. Like it's there, but it's not obvious. It's not like glaring you in the face, which I love. And I love the fact that they're more of like a kind of browny, bronzy tint. I just almost feel like it warms up your face. As someone that doesn't have a huge amount of tan on at the moment, I feel like it's giving me a bit more of like a warm complexion. I love these. They are so, so gorgeous. So now the debate is whether I get my prescription put in these or if I keep these as a non-prescription pair. That's going to be the decision I need to make going forward, because as a glasses wearer, I quite like to have a prescription in lots of my sunglasses so I don't have to worry about wearing contacts. But at the same time, I like to have a few options for if I am wearing contacts, or if it's like more of an evening thing, I don't actually have the prescription in them. So going to have to decide what to do with that. But oh my God, I'm so in love with those. Okay, we've got some clothes in that box that I'll move on to in a minute, but I wanted to kind of continue on the accessories trend, especially the more like spring summer accessories. Do you know what? I'm loving doing hauls at the moment. I feel like obviously with the move, I wasn't really into like the fashiony pieces, and especially with the weather that we had here in the UK, whereas now that it's starting to warm up a little bit, we're starting to see a little bit more sunshine, and adding new pieces into my wardrobe just makes me so inspired to dress again. Am I the only person that feels like that? But anyway, a couple of new pieces that I picked up from Holland Cooper, and if you followed me throughout spring summer last year, you'll know that there were 2 items that I have from Holland Cooper that I wore non-stop, and that is my straw hats. Are they called Panamas? I don't know if it's like that's like a brand name, but Panama straw hats, the kind of straw fedora style. I wore them non-stop, and when I saw that Holland Cooper has released like a new variation, I cannot have picked it up any quicker. Am I going to be able to get this on my head with my glasses on? I am as well. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Oh, I love that. They're a beautiful style, a beautiful shape. They're like a little bit smaller with the rim as the other ones, which I quite like because I feel like it makes them a little bit more like casual, a little bit more like daytime. And have a look at this logo here. How stunning is that? I don't think the other ones had that on there. So I really, really love that detail because it just makes it look so much more elevated. It makes it look so much more expensive. And I really love the kind of like taupe colorway. So I actually picked them up in both colorways because you know what I'm like. If I like it, I'll just get it in another. I cannot help myself. I'm someone that is such a creature of habit. And if I know something's comfortable, if I know I like it, I will just get it in every single colorway. So I've got the most beautiful, like lightweight, really, it's almost a cream. In fact, it's coming up a little bit lighter on camera than it is in real life, but almost creamy colored hat. And then the more kind of like natural colored with the black trim, which I absolutely adore. And I know I'm gonna get so much use out of both of these, but I love the style of this as well with like beautiful summer dresses, the slides, it's all coming together. I feel like my summer wardrobe is really coming together with this haul. And I do feel like investing in those luxury accessories actually really helps with regards to my summer wardrobe, because it means that I don't feel the need to always invest in like my actual clothing pieces. You know what I'm like? I love mixing high-end with high street, and obviously more high-end pieces that maybe have a bit of a logo that clearly are more of an investment piece, I feel like pair so well with those like high street dresses, much more affordable pieces. And when you pair them together, it makes the whole outfit look so elevated, which I absolutely adore. I also feel like it is really important when it comes to your summer accessories to invest in them, because I have bought and had to throw away so many poorly made hats. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of turned my nose up at like designer straw hats before, because I always thought to myself, well, they're all made of the same material, like why would I spend a huge amount? And I've realized now the reason you spend a huge amount is because these actually last and the high street versions do not last. So I have a feeling they're going to sell out really quickly. So I would say if you can, get your hands on these as quickly as possible. If you've got any summer holidays coming up, these are going to be so perfect. But even here in the UK, I wear these so much because when it's sunny, I hate squinting, and sometimes you don't always want to be wearing sunglasses. If you're out in the garden a lot, you just want something to like cover your head. And also, as a girl that burns easily, let me tell you, the scalp burn, when you burn that like scalp, what's it called, your hairline, it's the worst feeling in the world. So I always wear a hat in summer. Like honestly, these do not come off of my head from basically May until like September. So I'm really excited to have these beauties added into my collection, and you can definitely expect to see me wearing them a lot throughout the sunny months. Okay, I've just stood up to show you these clothing items because I feel like sitting down you can never quite see the clothes properly, so put them on their hangers, and then they have a little bit more room to actually like showcase the items. Now these fashion bits I feel like are much more giving spring vibes. Let's be honest, the accessories I've just shown you are very summery. They're very much waiting for the warmer weather, whereas these clothing pieces I think are a bit more like transitional. They're going to be perfect over the next few weeks going into spring, and then can also be styled up for summer as well. So the first piece is this beautiful jumper dress, and now you know me, I love a jumper dress at all times of year. Actually, you think I would only wear jumper dresses in like winter, but obviously I'm wearing this one today in spring, and then even like my bodycon ones I'll wear in summer in like the evening if I'm looking for something a little bit comfy, yeah, elegant and elevated. And when I saw this on Holland Cooper's website, I just fell in love. Now looking at the size, I'm wondering if I maybe should have gone a size down because it is looking a little bit big and a little bit long actually. Obviously Jade Holland Cooper is a very tall lady, so I do feel like sometimes her clothing pieces are maybe a little bit more tailored to taller girls, but we're gonna see, because it's bodycon, you can always ruche it up, you can pull it up. I'm really excited to try this on. It of course has the signature Holland Cooper detailing, the 3 buttons, which I absolutely adore. I've got my gorgeous Holland Cooper roll neck, which is very similar in style to this. It's kind of got like the cut off sleeves, and I always get compliments on it because it looks so expensive. It looks like you can add an extra 0 onto the end of the price tag, and I just have never seen any dresses with this kind of shape or style online. And what I really like about this is it does actually have padded shoulders, and as a girl who number 1 is petite and number 2 has very slopey shoulders, anything that can kind of elevate my torso, elevate my shoulder length and like my height, I am all for. So I love the fact that you've got like the high neck. I love the fact you've got the shoulder pads, yet because obviously it's got the cut off detail with the arms, makes it a little bit more spring summer appropriate. And we all know that there is nothing more classic than stripes for spring. I love stripes for spring. It's just my absolute favorite. It feels very Parisian chic. And actually I do feel like this is the kind of dress that you could easily wear now with a pair of trainers, a pair of boots, add a cardigan over the top, but then change it up for the slides, add the little hat, put the sunglasses on, and you are ready for summer. So I'm really excited to see how much wear I'm going to be able to get out of this dress throughout spring and well into the summer months. This next item, I am not going to lie to you, I have been on the hunt for this for such a long time. I feel like I've been looking for the perfect cable knit cardigan forever. Now I obviously have my Suzanne one, which I absolutely adore, but there are a few niggles with it. Like it is a very thick knit, so I do feel like it's very much like a wintry knit. Obviously it has the stripes, so really, really cute for a lot of things, but doesn't go with everything. And just the shape of it, I find because of like the chunkiness of the knit, I can't wear it with my more summery dresses. So I've been on the hunt for, I'm actually gonna say years at this point, for the perfect cable knit cardigan, and Holland Cooper, you've done it. You have done it. Oh my goodness me, I think we just need to give a little clap to Jade because this is stunning. Look at how beautiful this is. The most perfect classic cable knit cardigan. Like this is the kind of thing that you will keep in your wardrobe for decades. It is safe to say that this is never going to date, it's never going to go out of style, and it's the kind of thing that you can wear in every single season. You can wear it buttoned up like this with a roll neck underneath in winter, you can wear it open with more of like a looser jumper dress in spring. In summer, wear it with your shirt dresses. I will always take knits like this with me if ever I'm going to a barbecue, a summer garden party, anywhere where I know I'm going to be there well into the evening, because I am such a cold-blooded person. Like honestly, Alex calls me a lizard because I need to like sit out into the sun to stay warm. So as soon as the sun goes down when you're at a garden party, I get so chilly. I feel it in my bones. So I always love to bring something like this with me, because what I do is I'll take it with me. I'll be wearing like a shirt dress or something. Obviously it's not gonna come up as well because I'm wearing a cable knit, a white cable knit, to try and show you with a white cable knit. But in the summer, I'll wear a shirt dress and I'll just chuck this over my shoulders like this as I'm arriving to the garden party. And then it keeps me warm on my shoulders. If I'm a little bit too hot, I can literally just take it off entirely. And then as soon as it gets cold, I'll put it on like properly over my arms. And it just keeps you so much warmer, which I love. And I feel like this is the kind of thing that goes with everything. It's the most perfect like creamy white. It's not quite fully white and it's not quite fully cream. It's just such a beautiful color, and I love the fact that you've got the Holland Cooper logo embroidered there, because Holland Cooper is one of those brands that a lot of people, I feel like it's not as like mainstream as some of the others, so I actually find it's quite a talking point. And I often get questions if ever I'm wearing my Holland Cooper like branded pieces where people will ask me where it's from. They're always really interested to hear about the brand, and I love being able to share them with them. So the most beautiful and new in addition into my spring wardrobe, the kind of cardigan that I'm going to be able to wear in every single season throughout the year. I'm going to keep in my wardrobe forever, and I think it is safe to say that Holland Cooper has done it. They have created the perfect cable knit cardigan. And lastly, a beautiful new shirt to add it into my wardrobe. Now when it comes to spring summer styling, I feel like there's nothing more classic than a stunning shirt, and this organza number I just fell in love with. Now I'm not gonna lie, looking at the size, maybe I should have sized down in this. I actually got it in a large because I wanted it to be oversized, but I think it already comes with a bit of an oversized fit, because this is looking very, very big. It's very much giving me like rich mum vibes, like old money aesthetic. And you know what my favorite thing about this is? I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it has Holland Cooper embroidered in the same color, so the white thread. I don't know if you can really see it there. There, I feel like you can see it. How stunning is that? It's those design details that just make stand out. And do you know what I think would be really cool with this? To style up different colors underneath it. Like you could go for like a red tank top, you could go for like stripes underneath because it's so sheer, which I think would be really, really cool. Or obviously you could just wear like a white, what's the word, like not loungewear, a white slip underneath, and it would look really, really cute. I feel like this with a pair of like wide leg linen trousers, the slides, the sunglasses, the hat, this to me is just like effortless spring summer styling. That's what I absolutely love about this. And these are the kind of shirts you keep in your wardrobe forever. Wearing spring now with a pair of trainers, wear in summer with linen trousers or even shorts, you will have this in your wardrobe forever. And I'm just so in love with how soft it is. I'm so in love with the fabric, and the design of it I just think is absolutely incredible. They have thought about every single detail. So the most perfect dress to add into my spring and summer wardrobe. I will of course be trying the pieces on to show you what they actually look like, but I think I'm gonna have to save that for either this afternoon or tomorrow because I'm actually about to head out. I've got a really exciting afternoon plan, but before I do, I wanted to talk to you about this bag because I know we've chatted about this bag a little bit in my wardrobe switchover video. This is a Holland handbag that I picked up last year, and I was talking about how much I love it, how much I wore it, and I was saying I don't know if they still have it available. I'll leave it linked down below. Now they do still have this available, I believe. Well, from checking last when I did the description box of that video. However, in exciting news, they have actually released a new version of this handbag. Now, this is the most beautiful like evening handbag for me. This is such a gorgeous summer wedding handbag. It's such a beautiful like more elevated summer handbag because you know me, I love my raffia, I love my rattan, but sometimes it doesn't always look as like elevated as you want it to if you've got something that's maybe a little bit more formal that you want to attend. Sorry, you can see the boxes behind me from when I've been unboxing all the pieces. Let's just cover those up with my body. If you just want like a beautiful summer occasion handbag, I think is the best thing to describe this, and they've actually released this in the most beautiful taupe version. I am so in love. If I didn't have this one, I would literally be picking up the taupe because I think the taupe is even more beautiful. I love how it looks. So basically the kind of like embroidered, no, the like leather trim is instead of black, the most beautiful taupe color, which makes it even more like spring summer. It makes it even more elevated and is so, so beautiful. So I will leave that linked down below. If you loved this handbag and you weren't able to get your hands on it, if you can still buy it, I will leave this link down below as well if this is still on sale. I believe, as I said, the last time I checked it was, but it might have gone out of stock by the time this video goes live. But if you do want a beautiful, even like lighter, brighter, more summery version of this handbag, the taupe version I think is just stunning. So I will leave that linked down below. But this has just been one of my favorite handbags to wear all throughout summer, and I recommend it to absolutely everyone. So I would definitely recommend it, snapping the taupe version up whilst you can still get your hands on it. But yes, as I said, I'm heading out now. I'm actually going to Chesapeake Mill, which is somewhere I've never been before. It's in Wickham here in Hampshire. So if you're kind of like Hampshire, Sussex area, I feel like it's a really good like halfway point if you wanted to just have a lovely day out. There's some antiques places there, there's a beautiful little cafe, and just have a lovely afternoon wandering around. So I'm gonna get myself ready to go and then let's head out. So we have just arrived to Chesapeake Mill now, and I don't know if you can actually hear it on camera, but I can hear the gushing water from the mill. I didn't quite realise it was still a working mill, which is just amazing. So there's a little tea room here, there's a cafe, there's an antique shop, so let's head in. It's even got little bobbins. Bobbins are very in right now. Oh, where would I put that? I'm in love with the champagne bucket. Look at the size of that. Look at the antique artwork that they've got. A lot of you guys were suggesting actually to have a look at some antique oil paintings. I need something a lot bigger than this for the space that we've got, but how stunning. I love this painting. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I think I need this in my garden. Do you know what this always reminds me of? Wild Child. Who remembers Wild Child? What a film. So we've just been having a little wander around the antiques store, and I cannot get over how big Chesapeake Mill is. Every single room is just filled to the brim, as you can see, with antiques. And if you're looking for an antique store with a bit of a view and a bit of a difference, then you need to come here, because look at this. You can see the mill out of the window. You can hear the water gushing as well, which is just the coolest thing in the world, especially on a sunny day. I mean, can you imagine just like sitting out, having a nice hot drink, and then just exploring all the antiques afterwards. And there is just room after room full of the most exquisite antiques, and you can even see all of the wooden beams, the old features of the mill, which is just the coolest thing in the world. So we're just having a little wander and explore before we go for some lunch. That's what I call lunch with a view. How cute is that? Back from Chesapeake now after the loveliest afternoon. You know when you expect to be somewhere for like an hour, maybe 2 at tops, and you end up being there for ages. Lady C and I can just while away the afternoon. I feel like days out with your mum just a hit different. We spent ages wandering through the antiques like rooms. I don't even know if I want to call it like an antique centre, because it was like individual rooms filled with loads of different furniture bits and bespoke bits and like handmade bits, and it was honestly just amazing. I was this close to buying a beautiful old antique toolbox for Alex, but he recently treated himself to a toolbox, so I didn't think he'd appreciate that. But instead I did treat myself to something that I'm really excited about. I picked up this beautiful old nest of tables. We've got 3 in here. We've got a little one, a medium one, and a big one, because as you know, I've been wanting to replace these awful IKEA ones for ages. We've had these for so long, and obviously they do not match the vibe. They do not look cute in this room, and I've been wanting to get something a little bit more antique-y that would just look beautiful. And when I saw these, I just fell in love. They're like a stunning mahogany, and I love the kind of detailing to them. I just think they look absolutely stunning, so I'm really happy with that purchase. One thing I would say, if you are looking to do a bit of antiques shopping, you're going to an antique centre and you want to have a little wander around us, you really do have to be quite open-minded, because an antiques place is obviously not like a showroom. They're not going to have everything stylized beautifully. Some things might have like chips in them. I often find things need a good clean whenever they come back from an antique centre as well, because they're just not going to show you it like a showroom. It's obviously not like a brand new piece of furniture. But if you have moved recently, you're looking at moving, I would always say antiques places are the best places to look for things like furniture, for desks, for bedside tables, for sets of drawers, even like full dining room sets I think is amazing, like crockery and cutlery. Honestly, the pieces that they had there were just insane. In fact, they had a whole antique tool section, which I just thought was so cool. And I'm loving just adding in little bits here and there of antique pieces around the house. I really want to like go further with it, because I just think it's so lovely to have pieces that are maybe a little bit more unique. They just really fit the like farmhouse vibe of our new home, because anything that's a bit more modern, anything that's a bit newer, just doesn't really seem to work in this house. We definitely need to like embrace the farmhouse vibes that we have here, and I'm loving adding in those unique antique pieces. So if you are looking for a lovely antique centre and you just want a nice day out, Chesapeake Mill. If you're in the kind of Sussex, Surrey, Hampshire border, I feel like any of those, you could easily make a day trip of it. Go to Chesapeake, have a nice lunch there with fish finger sandwiches, and they were to die for. And you can wander around the antiques shop. You can also have a little wander through Wickham, like on a beautiful sunny summer's day. It would just be so gorgeous. You can wander along the mill, wander down the high street. There's even more like little independent stores along the high street, which is so lovely. Lots of pubs, places to eat, loads of tea rooms. It is honestly just the cutest and so picturesque as well. So we had the loveliest afternoon out, but as you can see, it's already starting to get dark. It has been raining all afternoon, which is a bit of a shame, but nonetheless the perfect weather to just while away the afternoon in an antique store, in the tea rooms, chatting away, enjoying our cups of tea and having a lovely afternoon. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to give these a clean, a bit of a style up, and just have a lovely cozy evening. I will do the Holland Cooper try on bits tomorrow, because the fact that we've lost the light means it is not going to be cute with regards to trying on and show you how the pieces look. So we can do a full styling session tomorrow of the items, which I'm so excited about trying on and styling up and just seeing how they like fit and seeing how they look. So I have a lot of ideas of how I can wear these pieces for spring and then even further into summer. So I'm just gonna have a lovely chill evening, and I will catch up with you tomorrow. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, this coffee is very much needed today. It is a busy day in the house today. We've got a lot of people around and I am in need of the caffeine. We've already got our housekeeper here this morning who is giving the house a good old deep clean, which is so needed. She is honestly a living, breathing angel. I don't know how we would cope without her, because a house this size, and especially this old, like the nooks, the crevices, also the spiders. I forgot to tell you about this the other day, actually. It made me laugh so much. Luckily, I'm not really, I wouldn't say I'm scared of spiders. I don't like them, but I'm not really scared of them. And the other day I walked into my dressing room and I literally stopped mid-walk. And you know when you're like, there's something in front of me, what is it? And it took me a while for my eyes to focus, and literally hanging down from the ceiling was a little spider trying to form a web. And I was like, nope, that is not gonna happen, monsieur. Took him outside and was like, be free. Get out of my dressing room, please. So she's here today, and then we also have some workmen here today who are putting up something really exciting, which I cannot wait to show you. I'm so excited. I think the big reveal will probably be in the next vlog. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure to hit it, because you are not going to want to miss a single video. I know a lot of you guys just find these videos and don't always hit that subscribe button, but if you did want to, I'd be so appreciative. I upload it every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Although I always make sure to put it live before, because there's nothing better than logging on to YouTube, going to your subscription box, and the video is already sitting there waiting for you. So yes, make sure to hit the subscribe button. But I need to head upstairs, escape a little bit of the mayhem that is going on today. I'm hoping there's not going to be too much noise in the background of this video. And I need to try on the new Holland Cooper pieces, because I'm wearing the gorgeous Holland Cooper dress, which, by the way, is available. Again, they have brought it back. I thought it had only just gone into the Bicester Village outlet store. It looks different online because they've rolled the sleeves all the way up, so it looks like it's a short sleeve, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same dress as what I'm wearing, if not a slightly altered, slightly tweaked version. So I will leave it linked down below, because every time I wear this dress, I get questions on it, I get requests about it, I get asked about it, so I will leave it linked down below. I would love to get this dress in white. I feel like a white version of this would be so perfect for spring, summer, because obviously black's a little bit more like autumn, winter appropriate, despite the fact that, you know what I'm like, I will happily wear black in spring, summer, but just something a little bit lighter in tone and in color would be so gorgeous. In fact, I'm gonna put this out there. Jade, if you're watching, I would love one in every single color. Like a beige neutral would be beautiful, a khaki green would be beautiful. These are honestly just the most wearable dresses ever. So you know what I'm like, if I like it, I'll just get it in another color, and I need this dress in every single color available. So I'm gonna finish my coffee and then we can head upstairs and I can try on the pieces that I unboxed with you yesterday, because I'm so excited to see how they style up, how they look, and how the pieces can work together. Coffees have been had and outfits have been changed. I'm not gonna lie to you, the first piece I wanted to try on is this striped dress, because I was so interested to see how it would fit. Now, the thing that has actually surprised me most about this dress is how thick it is. It is very much a spring dress. I don't think you could wear this in summer. You would just be too hot in it. But I am really happy to see that lengthwise it actually fits beautifully. As I said, because of the fact it's bodycon, you can kind of just pull it up and like ruche it a little bit more, and then it just means it's going to fit you so nicely, which is amazing, because I feel like no matter how tall you are, no matter what your height is, I feel like this dress is going to look beautiful on you. It'll probably be a little bit less of like a maxi, more of a mid-axi if you're a lot taller, but for me, on my little 5-foot body, it is the perfect maxi length dress. I've just started up with the new slides and I am in love with how they look. They're so comfortable as well, and I love the fact that they are just completely raffy. I have nothing like that in my wardrobe. Do you know what I also think would work really well with this dress? Actually chucking the cardigan over the top of it, I think would look really cute. But I love the big padded shoulders. I think they just really help with that like elevation and the high collar neckline. I just think it's so different. It almost kind of like ruches a little bit. I feel like it's really flattering on my torso, because my torso is the shortest part of my body. So anything that's going to give me a bit of elevation here, I am all for. It's the most beautiful new dress to add into my spring wardrobe. I am obsessed. I could not be more in love with this cable knit. It is just the perfect thickness, the perfect length, the perfect kind of cable knit. The Suzanne one I was wearing the other day, I just kept getting too hot in it, whereas I feel like this is just the perfect like transitional kind of thickness. I love the fact that you've got the Holland Cooper logo on the side, and I feel like open, it just looks really cute with like a dress like this, where you can still see your shape underneath, you can still see beautiful silhouette underneath. You could also roll up the sleeves if you wanted to, but I do love the button detail, these kind of wood wooden buttons going down, because it means that it doesn't have to go with a specific metal. Obviously I'm wearing gold in the buttons today, but obviously if I had like some pieces that had silver in, it means it's not going to clash, which is amazing. And I love the fact that it's more of a crew neck. You could definitely wear this done up as well with a few cute pieces as well, but I do love how it looks open with the shirt dress. I think it's just so beautiful. Oh, this cardigan is definitely going to get its wear out of my wardrobe. This is going to be one of those pieces that just works so hard, because I feel like there's so many variations and so many ways that you can wear it. Obviously the shirt dress looks beautiful, but I also love how it looks fully done up, like just tucked up with a little pair of trousers like this. I love how these creams pair together. It's very giving me spring vibes. Like I feel like just a little tank top underneath, so that when the weather does warm up, you can just undo the cardigan, you can wear it over your shoulders, you can take it off entirely, but then when it does get a little bit chilly, chuck it on like this. And that's what I love about these kinds of cardigans. I just feel like they're so versatile, can be worn in so many different ways. I love how this looks. Obviously it is a lot longer, so I have just like cropped it up, but it just folds up so nicely and just sits really beautifully on your waist, which I absolutely love. I feel like having it done up as well means you can see the Holland Cooper logo a little bit better, and I love the crew neck style. And oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I definitely recommend going up a size just to make sure that it fits nice and loosely. Like there's nothing worse than a cardigan that's a bit too tight on you. So for me the large is perfect, but just have a little look at what's available online and think about what size you would like to take in this, depending on how fitted or oversized that you want it. But for me this fit is just absolutely perfect, especially for all of the ways in which I'd want to wear this cardigan and all of the uses that I'd want to get out of this. So I have a feeling this is going to be a cardigan you are going to get sick of, but I hope you're ready to be sick of it, because this is just so beautiful. Well, I'm not going to lie to you, I am officially summer holiday ready. This shirt is just beautiful. I was really debating whether I should exchange this and go for a medium until I tried it on. Now that I've got it on, I'm like, you know what, this oversized fit is the one. I love how loose it is. I love that it's almost like a dress length, and it just barely touches my skin. Now as you can see, I'm wearing a white bra underneath. It is see-through. So in the summer, I think the best kind of like way forward is to either really embrace that, wear a colourful bra, wear something like red or black, I think would look really cool, or go for a little slip underneath, like a little vest top, I think would be perfect. But you know what this would be so cute with? Actually a bikini underneath as more of like a cover up, I think would be gorgeous. And because it's so long, you could definitely like wear this down to the beach as if it's more kind of like a shirt dress type vibe. But for England, this is the kind of vibe that I like with it, just really loose, really like effortless. I would change up these trousers for linen ones, which are currently in storage. I haven't quite brought them out ready for summer yet, but with some slides. The shirt, I just love the vibe of this, and you could even roll up the sleeves to make it even more like undone, even more casual. I'm so in love with it. I've just put it on with the sunglasses because I am feeling very summer ready now. I am so in love with how this looks. All of these pieces are just absolutely beautiful. I feel like Jade has just knocked it out of the park with these new spring pieces. It is seriously making me want to book like a summer holiday retreat. I'm actually quite surprised at how summery a lot of these pieces are as well. I thought they were going to be like really spring vibes, but a lot of them are giving me summer vibes, and it's just making me so excited for when the sun comes out and I've just spent all day out in the garden, going in, exploring national trusts, wandering around the New Forest. Oh, I just want summer to hurry up and get here. Well, I'm not sure if you can hear the noises going on downstairs, but the house is officially bustling. I've just brought the workmen some like teas and coffees. And does anyone else do this when there's people in the house? I just hide upstairs. I just want to get out of people's way, because I feel like it's nothing worse than like you watching over their shoulder and just kind of like seeing what's going on. So I always try and hide upstairs and then kind of like poke my head over the stairs, like, oh, what's going on? Oh, what's happening? But things are progressing. So whilst I'm hiding upstairs, I thought we could try on the hats properly, because I feel like I didn't actually get a chance to try them on properly yesterday. I'm so excited about them. I've also just brought out my ones from last year, so you can see the difference in size with these. So these are the kind of Panama fedora style hats that I had last year. So I have a gorgeous white one and a beautiful neutral color one, and this is the one I would say I probably got the most amount of wear out of. These are very much like the height of summer, kind of end of summer type hats. They're big, they give you a lot of coverage, and they're very lightweight. So they're really great for the height of summer. So I've got this one, which I absolutely adore. I don't actually know if they're still available, but I will have a little look on the Holland Cooper website and leave them linked down below if they are. I love the white one as well. I think it just works so beautifully with like my lighter colored dresses and like lighter accessories, but I definitely got more wear out of the neutral one because I feel like this is very white, whereas obviously this one is still a little bit more neutral. Like, can you see the difference between them? So those are the ones that I've had from last year that I cannot wait to wear again this summer. And then the new ones, oh, they just fit so perfectly. So in terms of sizing, I actually get a medium in the Holland Cooper hats. I've tried a small in the past and I just found that they're a tiny bit too tight around my head, which is funny because with lack of color hats, I've always been a small. So I would say that the Holland Cooper hats, they have like a good size range where they do come up really small if you've got a teeny tiny head. I actually have quite a small head and I go for a medium, and then they've obviously got a large, but I love how this one looks. I love the colorway of it as well, with the little kind of like ribbon detail and then the actual logo on the side. I just think it's so cute. I definitely think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of these. They're perfect for like garden parties. They're perfect just for popping out for the day. As I said, protecting your scalp, protecting your face from all of that UV radiation, and just kind of like keeping it shaded, which I think is always really nice. So this color I love, but I do feel like there is nothing more classic than the gorgeous dark neutral camel color with the black trim. Like, this is seriously giving me designer vibes, which I absolutely adore, without that like huge price point. I do feel like Holland Cooper's prices are very like luxury without being like silly money, if that makes sense. But I love how these look, and trust me, the amount you're going to wear them, the cost per wear out of these hats is going to go down so much. As I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you will probably be so bored of seeing both of these because I just wore them so much, particularly this one all throughout of summer. This one as well actually has a cute little logo at the side, but it's like a little bit more subtle. I quite like that this one's like a full-on logo. I think is really nice, but it's still very like not heavily branded. What's the opposite of heavily branded? Like subtly branded, which I think is quite nice because it does kind of give that like luxurious aspect without being too in your face. Like, I'm wearing Holland Cooper, if that makes sense, which I really like. And I just love that they're not too kind of wide, because I know that puts a lot of people off of wearing hats. They're like, oh, it's too big, it's too ostentatious, whereas this is quite a nice little size. So I feel like it's a little bit more wearable for quite a few of you out there. So I'll leave all of these linked down below, but all I'm going to say is it's safe to say I am obsessed, and officially after this haul I am spring summer ready. Still very much in getting out of the way mode. I'm literally just hibernating up here whilst all of the work is being done. I've been doing a bit of sorting, I've been doing a bit of clearing, and one thing that I've kind of like realised through doing my sorting and clearing is that I have actually created a bit of a capsule wardrobe collection from just Holland Cooper bags. Something that I've done kind of unintentionally, but I feel like I've got 3 bags from Holland Cooper that basically are sorry, oh my gosh, that drilling. I hope it's not coming up on camera, because for me, it's like this really high-pitched, like, I don't know how builders and tradesmen do it, dealing with these noises all day, every day. You must get such a headache when you come home from work, because every time I stop talking, it stops. There, can you hear that? Anyway, I have created a bit of a capsule wardrobe collection, 3 Holland Cooper bags that basically encompass all seasons. Obviously, I've got my gorgeous little summer handbag, my rattan, which I absolutely love. Would you call this rattan or wicker? I never really know the difference, but my like neutral, natural fibered bag, which I absolutely love that they've released the new in version of, that I could not rave about enough. I also have my newest Holland Cooper bag, which is my saddle bag. Now this I feel like is very much more of like a winter to spring handbag, which I do absolutely adore. I feel like she goes so well, especially with dresses like this where you can just chuck her over your shoulder. I've worn her so much out to a lot of like countryside activities. One thing that I feel like this bag did was fill a gap for me in my wardrobe for like a countryside handbag. And I know that sounds really ridiculous, but if you've moved to the country, if you've recently made a move, especially if you've gone from like city to country, one thing that I will definitely like warn you about is the unexpected realization that a lot of your wardrobe is just inappropriate. And by that I mean like the colors maybe just aren't appropriate for the countryside, like the footwear that you've got just isn't going to work. And even the handbags, I feel like sometimes when I take up my beautiful designer handbags, I honestly feel like people must be looking at me thinking, why is she bringing out like a mulberry handbag into the depths of the New Forest? And I love having a beautiful handbag, don't get me wrong, but it just got to a point where I felt like I just couldn't pick a bag that felt appropriate for the environment but was still beautiful, until I discovered this beauty. Now this is one of the new colorways. This is the chocolate brown, which doesn't really come across on camera. It's so beautiful. And actually I've had quite a few questions about like the color of this in real life, because in real life it looks a bit browny greyish. So a lot of people are like, that is such an interesting color, like what's that called? Because it's not black, which I really like, because as much as I adore a black handbag, I just can't add another one into my collection. Like it would just be too ridiculous. So if you're someone that has a lot of black bags in your collection, or if you're someone that doesn't like black bags, I know a lot of people, they really stick to those like lighter neutral colors, and the darkest they'll ever go is like brown. I feel like there's not a lot of bags on the market that are in this colorway, that are in this shade, and that are also countryside appropriate. Honestly, it just made me so happy adding this into my collection, because being in the New Forest, I really need to think about what bags I'm taking out with me when I'm out exploring, going to places like Limewood House. I need to make sure that my bags are appropriate, and this is definitely one that I absolutely adore. So this is very much like winter to spring. This one is very much height of summer, and then this one is my autumn handbag. And I feel like looking at the colors, in fact actually I feel like this is my transitional handbag. She can be used in spring as well, but I didn't find myself reaching for her as of yet this spring, but then I guess it's probably because the weather has just been miserable. For me, this bag comes alive in like September, October time. I absolutely adore her, and I've just quickly checked on the website and she is still available, which is very, very exciting. They do actually have like full leather versions of this as well, which I can leave it linked down below if you are interested. But this bag was one of the first bags for me that really solidified my love for bigger handbags, and I'm very particular about my designer bags because I am such a small person. I think I've said this before, but the amount of times I'd actually get messages, I'd get comments, I'd get DMs from people saying, I bought this handbag and it looks tiny on me. Is this definitely the same size as what you've got? Like this bag, I think people do get quite shocked at like how small it is. If I compare it to my phone, you can fit quite a lot in it, but it is literally like the height of the iPhone 15 Pro, I think this is. It is like the height of it. Like it is a very, very small bag, but because I'm such a like petite person, bags often look bigger on me than they do on other people. So I've always really, really struggled with bigger handbags because they just look like I'm a little girl taking her mum's bag out for the day. Like I'm not joking, that's what a lot of them look like on me, and I really struggle with bigger handbags. But at the same time, sometimes it just, like the day warrants a bigger bag. You need a lot more with you, especially if you're like a new mum or something. I think this would be the perfect bag for a new mum, a bit of a push present to yourself, because this would just fit everything that you need in for baby. It would fit all the nappies, all of the bottles that you'd need, the changing things, all of the wipes, change of clothes. You'd fit everything that you need in this bag. I have actually used this as hand luggage. It is that roomy, but it's not overwhelming. I think it's the handles on it, because they're not like a full kind of tote handle. It means that I kind of like walk around with it in the crook of my arm most of the time. You can put it over your shoulder, but I just don't really feel it's necessary. I also quite like the fact that you can tighten or loosen this so that you can make it bigger or smaller depending on how kind of like sturdy you want it, depending on how kind of like safe you want it, so that people can't like put their hands in. You can really like tighten this, or if you're like me and you overpack, you can loosen it and it's a lot more roomy. So my autumn handbag, I would probably argue, a real capsule collection of handbags from Holland Cooper that, as I said, I haven't even intentionally done, but I feel like it's actually a bit telling to like how, sorry, this does keep like rattling as I'm talking. I'm just gonna zip that up a little bit. I feel like it is quite telling to how much I've changed with regards to my shopping habits, because in the past, and especially when I did my bag collection video in January, I realized how many kind of like repeat handbags that I had that I would basically not really reach for, because I had like a different version or like an alternative variation that I would like reach for more. So within the past year, I've like really been trying to make sure that when I am adding bags into my wardrobe, they fill a gap, that I don't have anything similar to it, that it's like something that's really going to get its wear. Because if you're spending this amount of money on a bag, you want to make sure that you are wearing it, you want to make sure it goes with absolutely everything in your wardrobe, and that you are really utilizing it within your outfits. So I feel like I've really done that, and I do feel like that's a bit of a reflection to like how my shopping habits have changed, and really thinking about like the seasonality of handbags, really thinking about like when I'm wanting to be wearing them and how I'm wanting to be wearing them and where I'm wanting to be wearing them, and just like thinking about more the practicality of them rather than just, oh, that's a pretty bag, I'm going to add it into my wardrobe. Like really, really taking the time to be considered with those purchases. So I will leave these all linked down below. I think as well this video has probably gotten long enough. I have been rambling on about so many bits, but this new haul has just re-inspired me ready for spring summer. I'm really hoping it's going to manifest some warmer weather, because I just cannot wait to get my toes out. Need to put myself in for a pedicure, because trying on those sliders, I was not prepared to show them to you up close because my tootsies are not summer ready. I need to put myself in for a pedicure, and then with this haul and the pedicure in place, that will manifest the warmer weather. That's how it works, isn't it? I wish, but yes, I'm going to leave this video here because I feel like I'm not really going to be able to film much else with all of the noise going on as well. And there has been a lot of newness in this video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of the new in Holland Cooper pieces. I will leave them all linked down below, and exploring a bit more of Hampshire with me. I'm loving taking you to places that I'm visiting, places that I'm exploring, and just discovering things that I didn't even know existed and places that I didn't even know that were there. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got to the end, what should we leave down below? Let's leave manifesting, the word manifesting down below, because we're all going to manifest sunshine, we're all going to manifest warmer weather, we're all going to manifest spring to officially arrive here in the UK. So leave the word manifesting down below in your comments, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be the reveal. I promise you, because I think it's just going to take the guys one day. I think tomorrow I'll be able to show you the changes, show you the exciting reveal, and I just cannot wait to give you more of an update. So I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.